I've hardly been loved, especially by men, because like everyone told me, like, you are not beautiful, you are just ugly. There were some times I wanted to die. Oh my God, I don't want to cry.
Hey guys, what's up? And today I am with a very special person with me. She is a plus size model in South Korea. Plus she is doing some amazing things that I am so impressed of. And that's why I thought, why not interview her? So I contacted her and then she was kind enough to give me her time. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And today we are at this fashion week here in Seoul. How do you feel today?
Yeah, it's just like, I see a lot of like fashionistas and, it's just like, it's really interesting to see many like people in like colorful.
See, that's what intrigues me so much, because when I see most of the models, they're so skinny.
Right.
And I know like in Korea sometimes being a little bit chubby, people are very shy to come out.
Right.
But you are just have this courage and so courageous that encourages me and inspires me. What this is what was my question was like, what inspired you to just come out and be who you are today?
So yeah, I just said if you like turn on Korean like media, like TV, you see only like skinny, slim people, and unless you're skinny, slim, it's considered like all fat.
Okay.
And if you look into like K-pop girl bands and K-drama, all the female like characters, they are like listed at least like 55 kilos, and then over than that it's considered like fat. Everyone told me like you are not beautiful, you are just ugly, you should lose weight to be pretty. I hardly been loved, especially by men.
Yeah.
I was traveling in London, and this photographer, he just came across me, and he was like, oh, can I take some pictures of you? And after that he said I should be modeling. That's how I got into this modeling, and then I got more courage. I didn't really know about plus size and curve model till I met this photographer. And I did some research, and most of plus size models are like body activists, and I really thought Korea needed this, because they are just like dying for being skinny, and I know like size 2 for girls, they are just starving themselves to be like size 00. In this society, it's all about just like being skinny, not even like fit.
All right, like you said, like everybody was telling you ugly and you're not good enough.
Right.
Like as a child especially, it could really like impress what people say that, and you start believing that.
Yeah.
Because everybody's telling, and then you're like, oh, maybe I am ugly, maybe I'm not.
I thought like that.
So that I wonder, like when those thoughts came, did you ever thought of like, oh, I don't want to live anymore? Or you went into depression or something? Were there times where you were like, didn't like yourself, you hated yourself?
Yeah, I hated myself a lot. Like there were some times I wanted to die. A lot of guys just left me because I tried to make you lose weight, but it didn't work anymore. So during my middle school, high school, and even in university, they wanted to like keep a secret that we are dating. So we had to meet like at night when it's like completely dark. There's like,
so nobody sees you with, and they don't feel embarrassed.
and they're like, as a Korean, I'm like used to it. You hear that everywhere, like in a job interview or at work. Like it's kind of greeting, like, oh, you look fat today, you look slimmer today.
See, that's where my question comes, is that, and that's why I wanted to do this interview, because I know there are a lot of girls out there who are plus size and who are put down because of these things, and you were like, courageous enough to come out, but I know there are a lot of girls that are in a room, they're shy and embarrassed of themselves.
Right.
So I want to know, like, what gives you that motivation and courage to fight back those negative comments? How do you overcome those things when all these negative things coming out? What is your energy, I wonder?
It took a lot of time to for me to be here. But I learned a lot from like body activists. I saw a lot of interviews. I cried as they cried together. And I learned a lot that I can be beautiful, and I am the only one. And this body, even though there are many like size 14 girls, US size 14 girls, and Asian or whatever, anyway, you are you, and you are the only one like creator in this world. So I realized that. So, and there were like 2 moments I could almost like I was almost dead from traveling or from car accident. I realized, life is too short for caring about other, like, stares and attention. I just want to be me. And now, before I get too old, I want to, wear, what I wanted to wear, like, in the past.
I wonder, like, how about your parents? Were they also embarrassed of you? Were they like, you need to lose weight? Or they were, she's our daughter, we just love her. How was that,
My parents were like, half, somewhere in the middle. So outside of our house, when we are like with other people, they were like, oh, just majority just like beautiful, perfect. But they also add when she lose weight. And when we all come back home, they cannot stop thinking of what others said. So they're like, go to diet school, or from today starve yourself for 2 weeks. It's like so funny because my dad, my mom, and my third aunt, they are all fighting when they're all together. They're like, oh, who made my daughter fat? It's you fat her. Like, and I'm just a little girl, like, listening listening to all of these like comments.
So how is dating for you now? Because my channel is about dating and relationship. After becoming a model, I've seen your Instagram, like you look amazing, stunning. Has dating life improved, or you still feel like there's still a long way for the society to go to accept plus size girls?
When I talk about like Korean society in particular, we got a long way to go. Okay, there are some reasons I'm not really attracted to Korean guys. That's actually Korean guys told me. The first one, I'm too old. I am 26, and they said I'm too old. To be a cute girl standard in Korea, you should be young, and you should be like tiny, petite.
What is young in Korea then? 26 for me is young.
I don't fucking know. That 30-year guy, told me that you're fucking old, and I'm like, okay. One of the things I hate about like K-pop, they portray this like teenagers like that affect people that looking just young, like like child young. That is a beauty. So that's why I'm called like too old.
The last thing I just want your message to all the plus size girls or people who feel like they are not even girls, even sometimes guys have that pressure. How do you want to encourage them? What is your advice for them to not, close themselves, but how they could, be courageous enough to come out?
I don't know your name. I don't know where you're from, but I know what you've been through. If you still hate yourself, and if you cannot see yourself through the mirror, try that first and get to know you. It's really because even for me, oh my God, I don't want to cry. But I really want you to try many things. Like, it can be like, I love dancing. And I just want to like show people, plus size also can dance and, also sing, because, plus size singers cannot be represented in Korea. They should lose weight to be a singer. And, don't surround yourself with, negative vibe. Okay, life is too short to, hate yourself.
Beautiful. Oh, Taylor, you are just so amazing, guys. I really appreciate Taylor's time today. Even she was so busy, she came here. Guys, I'll be putting all the information about Taylor in my description box below, and she has also her YouTube channel, her Instagram. If you have any kind of questions, you can just directly ask her. Oh, Taylor, you were amazing. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video today, and what I've learned from Taylor is taking action. If you've seen the video, you must have realized that she mentioned that she was traveling, she was in London when a photographer discovered her. She was not in Korea, she was not in her room, she was out there traveling, showcasing herself, and somebody discovered her. If she had stayed in her room thinking that she's not good enough, probably she would have been still in her room right now, maybe thinking of killing her own self. So as she mentioned, you know, try different things. You are the only limited edition. There's nobody like you. The world is actually waiting for you. And I would love to know what you guys have learned from Taylor today. Please do let me know in the comments section below. I would also appreciate that if you have friends who are plus size and somehow they're discouraged, please do share this video with them as well. And please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and most importantly, smile. Peace.